So this is the second video in a series of how to use Captionator, and I'm going to show you how I use Captionator on all of my videos. Now I'm going to start with a video that I first released a couple weeks ago as part of Oshkosh. So you can see in the video that I've completed the edit for the video, and I just need to add captions onto it. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is go over to my index, click on my roles, and disable music, because that will help the transcriber quite a bit better. Next thing I'm going to do is hit the export button and choose Captionator. And all these settings are going to be fine. I'm going to hit next. It's going to take a second to export up at the top left. And then Captionator should open and start processing. Now the first processing step is to actually transcribe or translate the video into a different format, and then it's going to transcribe it. Now you can see all that just happened in real time. So it only took 10 seconds to do the whole video. The next step is to pick whichever style you want. Now I always use the Top J style, named after my friend Jenny Hoyos. And from there, I'm basically ready to go. So I'm going to leave auto open turned on and click generate. And it's going to ask me which project I want to open that in. I'm going to pick Oshkosh 2023. I'm going to choose keep both because I want to keep my old transcriptions as well. And scroll to the bottom, open that one up. And there is all my transcriptions, just the way I want them. Now for me, I don't really care about the SRT style transcriptions. I only care about the titles. So I'm going to go and just grab those. And I'm just going to choose those, choose Command C for copy, click the back arrow button, move my playhead to the very beginning, and Command V. And like magic, we now have all the titles. So if I play this back, of all the pilot mistakes at Oshkosh, this has to be one of the most infuriating, and it put the lives of several pilots at risk. The last leg of the special... Now, I'm not going to play it all back for you, but this is basically my entire workflow process. As you saw, it took me literally less than a couple of minutes to actually get these in there. Now, the last thing I do for a lot of my videos is move the titles, because usually they're not necessarily in the right place. It puts them in the center by default, but I kind of usually want to move them somewhere else. So what I'll do is I'll highlight all of my titles, or at least the ones that I want to move. Usually that's all. In this case it is. Select them all. Then I'm going to use the visual move tool. So I'm going to find a place where I don't want something getting obscured by the text. And we can see this text here is kind of covering that airplane. So I'll click on there. Then I'll click this visual move tool, the transform tool. It's going to take a second because it's got to think. There's a whole lot of moving parts it needs to move. Then I'm just going to drag that up out of the way. Then I'm going to click off there, and we're done. That's it. Now, one thing you're going to want to remember to also do is go back and enable your music. Otherwise, your music's not going to play when you export it. This video is now ready to post onto social media, whether that's TikTok or Instagram or YouTube Shorts. And that's my entire process. Now, Captionator has a lot more capabilities and a lot more features, so I would recommend sticking around to the next couple of videos where I'm going to go through all of these advanced features and how to make some real fine tweaks to make it even more powerful.